seriously.
Yeah. That was beautiful. So I hope y'all enjoyed. We'll see you on the next one. Cause we is out.
But hold up. Let's switch the flip. I just said that backwards. Let's flip the switch, bruh.
What the Straight up, go to college. I was trying to do 2 colleges at once, cybersecurity in one, my game development in the other. And I was trying to do that like cybersecurity as my minor and game development as my major. Always had this mindset where I knew I was going to be successful. I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but I was like, I'm going to do what I got to do.
Yeah. Because what is success to you?
Exactly. That was an escape for me. It was taking me away from everything that was going on outside, and I was able to focus on that, get good at it. Right. Okay. So apparently we just flipped the script.
We did, man, even though I messed that whole thing up. But you know what? It's all gravy. So, yo, we are here with my man, Josiah.
Hey.
This dude it has done like the impossible within like months. He has went from starting his business, starting his clothing line, starting his YouTube channel, his gaming channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's Stitch or what's that?
Twitch, yeah.
Bro, this guy's a man. So, with further ado, Josiah, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, how did you get started in all of this? Straight out of high school or what?
Okay, so I'm gonna start my story off. I'm gonna acknowledge my previous relationship, right? So I'm with the person, and we're going through things. I wouldn't say it was necessarily a space I should have been in, but eventually it got to the point where it was like I gotta leave. We gotta walk away from the situation. This is not for me. It's not bringing more value to my life.
Yeah, it's not growing, right?
Right. I appreciate the lessons I've learned from that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, growing from that situation, I realized it was better that I was out of it. Right.
Yeah.
So during my clothing brand, like when I first started it, I was in a space where I was working at the DFAC.
Okay.
Now,
what's a DFAC?
DFAC is essentially a restaurant for soldiers in the military. For them to just get food when they're not spending all their money at restaurants. They spending all their money on Hellcats and they got to go in there.
Or Camaros, right?
Yeah, Hellcats, sports cars, Mercedes Benzes.
I've been there too, bro.
Yeah, so essentially with the DFAC, like I was pretty much doing janitorial work. I never saw myself in that life, but hey, I'm here now, right?
Yeah.
Making decent money. I'm in an apartment. We living together, and I'm like, man, I really want more for myself, right? So I've always had this mindset where I knew I was going to be successful. I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but I was like, I'm gonna do what I got to do.
Yeah. Because what is success to you?
Exactly. It's me having success is really just me being able to do what I want to do without having to worry about it.
Challenging yourself and growing yourself, right? Yeah.
And over that time period, it grew. So originally I was gonna straight up go to college. I was trying to do 2 colleges at once, cybersecurity in one, my game development in the other. And I was trying to do that like cybersecurity as my minor and game development as my major. And then I was trying to get to that space, right? I knew that space I was gonna do what I had to do. I've always wanted to do a gaming company anyway, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Right. Then after that point, I was like, I always knew I wanted to have like that money in my life where it was like, as long as I don't got to worry about my foundation, like all my bills, I don't got to worry about it. Oh, I'm living. I don't need all that. I don't need all that much.
Yeah.
Right. So I was in that space where I was like, either way, I'm gonna get it. right? So then I moved on.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up having that conflict. I'm like, I need to do a clothing brand. I'm gonna have a bigger impact on people. I want people to understand who I am and what I represent. And following your dreams has always been that thing for me, right? So when I had that conflict with her, it just threw me straight hyper speed into what I was doing right there. And I always say, like, after a breakup, you got two ways to go. You can either go up into who you are and what you're doing, or what you're trying to do, or you can go down and just wallow in your sorrow.
Yeah, and nobody has time for that. You'll never get nothing done.
Exactly.
You'll never get nothing done.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I got up, I went to the gym, I was focusing on work, I was focusing on simply the stuff I was doing. And
you took that negative energy, converted it into positive energy to propulse you.
Yes.
Like just straight forward.
Exactly.
Right? Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. And you didn't let it stop you at all. Now, are you investing too now, or?
I'm doing a good amount of investments. My father tells me to slow down on my investments because you got to make the money to invest it, right?
Yeah. You only can invest what you can afford, right? To lose. So no, that's good, man. And you said something earlier. You were going to do your IT and make a gaming company and everything. Is that where you got? Like that idea came from the love of playing games and video games and stuff like that. What's your favorite video game to play right now? Like what are you on?
Now I don't have a specific favorite, but back before I loved the Call of Duty series.
Yeah.
Like, I loved what they was doing around that time. Like I would say my best representation of what World War II was World at War.
Yeah, man, that was a good.
That was a beautiful
game. Yeah.
And back then I didn't even know what Xbox Live was, so I was just playing the campaigns over and over on my own.
Yeah.
Then I would give it to Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 and etc.
Yeah, those things were fire, bro.
Those were some good games.
Yeah, they were, man. They were some good games. So now that you are you're establishing what you want to do you see yourself pursuing more of the clothing line, fashion, or are you wanting to be more of a YouTuber, interviewee, or interviewer? Like, what is your passion? Okay. You want to do both of it?
Okay, so that's another thing my father told me to worry about. He was like, you should probably focus more on one thing over another and then build into the other thing. But I don't know, I'm kind of like a big head when it comes to it. So I just like go at it. I'm just on it.
Because I feel like you can integrate them.
Yeah, exactly. So I like the thought of being able to marry everything together. And with the clothing brand, Just Dream is an umbrella.
Yeah.
That's the vision with it. So my clothing brand is Just Dream 777. But later on, there's gonna be a Just Dream Inc. or a Just Dream Gaming or a Just Dream this and that.
Okay.
I'm planning on doing a lot. So even with the YouTube, that's just a platform of uploading it. Like content is one of the biggest ways you can share your life and then make something out of it. And I take say my YouTube with the interviews and the stuff I'm doing. Like eventually y'all gonna start seeing more vlogs.
Okay.
I'm doing that because I want people to understand, like, yo, you can live your dreams out for real.
Yeah. And show them the steps and processes of how you came up and everything like that.
Exactly.
To where you are right now.
Yeah. And I always say, I'm like, yo, I want to get to that point where I'm doing so many things at once where they're looking at like, yo, God got to be real because there is no way he got this much money.
Yeah.
And another big thing is at the end, I really just want to be a Twitch streamer.
Really?
It's interesting, but I really just want to do a Twitch streamer because I get to sit in my house, I get to go on live, talk to the people I love, online.
Yeah.
And really have a good time.
And you can travel to the people that you love and still do it there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it just
gives you that flexibility.
When you can do that and have YouTube backing you, it's like you're really just free.
Yeah.
And I like Kai Cenat and Duke Dennis and Agent and Urate, all of them, I like what they're doing right now is essentially where I want to get to, but I want to take it to another level.
Okay. So that's good. What about? So tell me more about your clothing brand. Like where else do you see yourself doing clothing? Are you going to get into shoes? Are you going to get into digital clothing for like the metaverse? Because I know you like gaming.
Yeah.
Are you going to take Just Dream 77 there as well too? Or what's next for your clothing line that you think is going to be just a different level for you?
I would say with my clothing brand, it's interesting because I really never like have any stopping points in anything I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
I would even say with the games, like the escape feeling that it gives you, that's ultimately what I want to have. Like back when Fortnite was first popping, that was an escape for me. It was taking me away from everything that was going on outside, and I was able to focus on that and get good at it. So with my clothing brand, I'm like, I want to give people the flexibility of being in any room they really want to, while also being comfortable. Being able to just throw it on. Like, you got to go to work, you throw one of these on, you're good. You want to be fashionable, you throw on one of my exclusive drops. You want to do whatever, it's cool. I want to get into shoes. I want to get into shades. I want to get into the metaverse.
Yeah, because I've seen you were doing those shades as well too. Yeah, those things were fly too, man.
Yeah, I was ambassador by that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, so with the shoes, what do you think you're going to try to do? Basketball? You're going to try to do dress shoes? Like
I said, I'm
all kinds of vertical zones, like all spaces.
All yeah.
Hey, Just Dream 77, man.
Like,
yo,
one of the big things. I don't know if I want to drop the bag on it, but I'm gonna just say this, right? On YouTube, on my Twitch, my audience is called Space Cadets, right?
Okay, that's your audience name.
That's what I'm calling my audience because we never stop. We're going past the boundaries of the world. We're not looking that way, right? So no barriers at all. So what I want to do eventually is give that like comfortability with class. But also like looking pretty cool. So like UGG boots and then design like an astronaut's boot.
I like it.
No stealing my ideas, y'all. I'm just dropping it right now. But once I get to that space and I'm really confident in the fact that my brand has gotten to a level I can do it, I'm going for everything. I'm going for all of it. And I got to give credit to Al Gordon when he gave me that book, Gorilla Marketing.
Shout out Al, man.
Shout out Al,
good things for Junction City, bro.
He sure is.
100%, man. But that's what's up, man. What are some of the other things that you do, like as far as your podcast? I know I've seen some of your different podcasts. Who else have you interviewed, or who do you like to interview?
I like to interview people in all spaces. Really, I like if you got a dream, everybody got a dream.
Yeah.
But some people let it like that dream fade away. And I just want to be that light for people where I don't gotta go and interview Will Smith for you to realize you can follow your dreams. I find somebody like you or a local business owner or even my mom. She's doing things where she's following her dreams.
She's an artist.
Exactly.
Yeah. You think that's where you got a lot of your creativity from, or is it more on your dad's side, or both?
I would give both justice on that.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. It definitely runs in the family, man. It definitely runs in the family, that creativity. So who would you want to be your next person that you would interview, say, I don't know, within Kansas? Do you have a certain goal you're trying to reach when it comes to your interviewees?
Honestly, the sky's the limit for that. And not even the sky's the limit. Like, honestly, if you want to interview, shoot, what are you doing? What we doing? I'm with it. So I will say, for the person that I would want to interview, like that would be peak or close to it, would be KSI.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit KSI, I've learned a little bit about him, and he's been YouTube creator for years now, like almost 2 decades, maybe. I don't know.
Oh wow.
He's been a content creator for a long time, right?
Yeah.
And this man, I've seen him go from a YouTuber to being a boxer, to being a rapper, to doing other things. Like, yo, he's doing his thing, similar to Logan Paul, but they both got that same type of vibe. And I'm like, yo, if I can interview them, I'm pretty far out there.
KSI, you hear this? This young man wants to interview you, man. Holla. What are some of the other things you like to do? Are you a basketball player? Do you like sports?
Yep.
What do you do with sports?
I'm great at basketball. Football was my main sport in high school, though.
Okay.
I actually never made the basketball team, so
that's all right, man. They weren't ready for you. They weren't ready for you.
They really wasn't.
They weren't ready for you.
The one year I didn't try out, which was senior year, they was like, "Hey, man, you would have made the team if you would have tried out."
Yeah.
But I did track also. I was pretty good at the 400. But yeah.
Nice. So what else is set for? I know you keep on saying the sky is the limit. Like what do you see that is next that you want to go after?
What should I go after?
Yeah, next? Something different that you're not doing now, something that has been intriguing you or you were interested in.
Okay. All right. So we're getting into the arcs. Now, I watch anime, so I love seeing arcs.
Here
right?
we go.
You got a training arc. You got when character development. You got all of these things, and I'm big on the foundation on stuff, right? So right now, I'm in my clothing brand, building up my YouTube type of art where I'm focused on that.
Okay.
Next, I'm focusing on like say Twitch, music, sports. And that's next to come. And then I got like 5 or 6 other things that are gonna come up too.
Boy, he's dreaming big, ain't he? Yeah. Woo! Endless.
And the thing is, I've like a lot of people look at their business and they're like, I'm doing so much right now. How would I ever make it, self-ran? I'm like, bro, you can make anything self-ran. Really.
No, you're right.
You just got to do it right.
You're right.
You just got to play your cards right and do it the right way. Find the people that are going to help you do this and then build off of that.
Because your network is your
net worth, right?
100%.
So with music, I plan on doing content of involving the community, my chat, the people around me that enjoy doing music. I want to go from the bottom, like producing lyrics, learning how to sing better. I think I'm pretty good at singing, but
I haven't heard him yet, y'all, but I'm interested. Hey, you could do a track with your mother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm interested in stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I want to build that like really far.
Okay.
And then also with like the basketball scene and football, football is one of those sports. If you don't get it all out in high school and then go to college, that's pretty much up.
Yeah.
It runs out.
So you want to play more, or do you want to be involved within the sport somehow?
I definitely want to play. But similar to how like some other YouTubers like AJ Green and Destroying, they have like their way of doing football, and I'm really interested in that. So I want to do something similar.
Yeah.
And eventually I'll probably make a channel out of something like that too. So
we interested, man. Hey, exciting right there. That's exciting. You have a lot going on, bro.
Yes, I do.
But it keeps you busy, man. It keeps you healthy, man. It keeps you going forward. So what would you tell any young individual that is trying to pursue their dreams right now? What would you tell them? What would be the first thing you would tell them?
Okay, so the first thing I would say would be like, don't let the fact that your surroundings being the way it is limit your dream of where you want to go. So by saying that, I'm like, it doesn't really matter where you're at in life. You can still make something out of it.
100%.
The meaning behind this symbol right here, spider arc, right? Yeah. This stands for weave your own reality, where you have the saying, "I'm the center of my own universe." That is a true fact. That means you can bend whatever you want and make it into whatever you want. Wherever you're at, it doesn't matter.
If you believe, you can achieve.
Exactly. And with God,
everything's possible.
It makes everything possible.
And everything. He should be your foundation as well too.
He definitely is. Yeah.
Because you can't do it on your own. But that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Do you have any kids that you're mentoring right now currently?
I have a few people.
Yeah.
I talk to. I try to reach my hand out and try to help a lot of people. It's kind of hard when you're in a space where other people are in the same space, like say at my 9 to 5. I'd be working at Foot Locker and I'll talk to some people. I'm like, yo, you got something in you. I can help you out. And, we can make something out of it. But some people aren't just willing to do that step. I have another friend. I love that man to the core. Like, he's a brother to me at this point. And I've seen him evolve over time. Come here, Blue.
What up, Blue?
Shout out to Blue. It's my cat, my dog right here.
What up, bruh? What's up?
Like him, he's one of those people like I've held dear to my heart where it was like, I want him to make something out of his life. He has so much to him.
That's good.
Yeah, other people are like that too, and I try to, help out as much as I can.
You got to pass it back down, right?
Yeah.
You ever thought about having one of these young men or women on your channel?
Yeah, I do. I think of it all the time. It's just, timing is everything.
Yeah.
Once we get to that space, I can help them promote themselves and promote their businesses on what they're doing or whatever moves they're trying to go at.
Yeah. No, that's good, man. Well, is there anything else you wanna tell the audience or any wise words?
I would probably just say this, like, going off of the fact that, you can weave your own reality. Don't let anything stop you on what you're trying to do. It only takes one step. And then after that step,
100%.
the next step, and then the next step. If you're not growing, it's dead, bro.
It is.
So, I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm going to see y'all on the next one, because we is out.
Yo, bruh, that was dope, man. Oh, we got to do some editing.